Here we go. It is No Shave November, right? How are we doing on those beards? Not a lot of beards. Did you know it's No Shave November? So anybody, doesn't matter who you are, you grow out a beard, all right? So we're getting there. Now, quiz is next Friday. We learned these 4 last class. Hey, if you weren't here last class, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So if you were not here last class, these are the 4 things we learned. And we're going to show you how to do it right now on the warm-up. So I want to make sure you're looking at the board when I'm explaining this, not like the last period who would not ever do what I say. So please, focus over here. Number 1, okay? This has 3 things on it. So yesterday we learned that a tick mark is a side and an arc is an angle. So you got to just tell me what are the 3 things in order. So what is this? Side, angle, side. See how that works? Do you see how that works? So when you see a tick, that's an S. When you see an arc, that's an A. S-A-S, okay? So S-A-S, let's write that down. Number 2, now, we learned this yesterday. So again, I want to make sure I don't have to say this 3 times. I want to make sure you understand this. When you see an X, okay, they make vertical angles, and you need to put an arc there, okay? So again, you see an X, put an arc here, and an arc here. So it looks like this. All right, now, we follow along the edge. Okay, what are these 3 things? So starting right here, what is this? Side, angle, angle. Now, SAA isn't one of these, but backwards, angle, angle, side is right here, right? So angle, angle, side. And if you felt like singing the song, it's angle, angle, side. All right. Now, number 3, here's another thing we learned yesterday. So if you were here yesterday, if you were the only person who wasn't here yesterday, if you were not here yesterday, please just look over here. You don't have to have the phone out. This is the most stressful day of my life. Can you put the phone away? Put it away. Oh, wait. I am literally talking to you because you weren't here. I want to teach you real quick. All right. When they're touching, like this, touching triangles, you have to put a tick mark right here where they touch. Okay? Let's go and do that. Put a little tick mark there. Now, go along the edges. What are the 3 things? What is this? Tick mark is a side, side, side. So again, when they touch, you label the tick marks, side, side, side. Go ahead and write SSS right here. Cool. All right. Now, number 4, let's follow along the edge. Once again, what is an arc? Angle or a side? Angle, side, angle. ASA, okay? That's how it works. Now, are y'all mature? I hope so. Let's find out, okay? Let's see how mature you are. Let's see this one. If they're touching, what do I gotta put right here? Tick mark. Now, let's think about this and let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? What is this right here? Angle. What's this? Side. What is this? Angle, side, side. Do not write ASS on my paper, okay? Angle, side, side. I know what it spells. You know what it spells. You know that it smells. Get it? All right, well, anyways, angle, side, side is not something you should write on my paper. And today on the notes, we're going to finish yesterday's notes. Make sure you have a copy of it, okay? But here's why. Angle, side, side only works for a special triangle, a right triangle, okay? So, again, if you ever feel the need to write SSA, don't ever write it. Don't write it backwards either. Don't do that, okay? But if it's a right triangle, that's the one we didn't talk about yesterday. That's called HL, okay? And I'm going to show you in a minute on the notes. But go ahead and write HL. That's good for the notes, warm-up for today. You should have a whole week of warm-ups. Put absent on the days you were absent. Make sure your name is on it. Pass it to the front. And then make sure you have your notes out. Yesterday we did it, so if you were absent or if you lost it, you need to get these notes out of that blue bin right now. Because we're going to finish the back page. Get these warm-ups. Question your work when you're not paying attention. You're clearly not. This is not paying attention. That's all. Right? Someone has no name on this row. Whose is this? There's nothing on it. So, when you put that you were not, put like you were that you weren't here on those days, so I don't accidentally mark those wrong. All right. So, who's missing here? You. Okay. Thank you very much. Turn it in. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let's do. So does everyone have the notes on their desk? Hey, does everyone have the notes on their desk? The notes look like this. We stopped right here on the back page. So if you just got it, or if you got the one from yesterday, flip it over at the very, very back. Okay? It's not going to take long. Okay? Who needs it? Who does not have it? Who does not have it? Come get it. Wait, last folder. There should be a blank one in there. Okay, now, yesterday we learned about side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, 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 side. Okay, all 4 of them. Today, the last one is HL. We talked about it on the warm-up. Let's write this down real quick, though. HL, the H stands for the hypotenuse. Everyone's writing that down? Hypotenuse. And a leg. So the hypotenuse and a leg. At the bottom, the perpendicular sides are called legs. And the opposite of the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Cool. Now look, if I follow the edge, is this an angle or a side? Angle, side, side. It looks like ASS. I'm not going to write that. That's naughty. Okay, so SSA or ASS, don't write it. But if it's special, like this one, if it has a right angle, HL has to have a right angle. Then you can call it HL. Okay. So again, ASS only works for a right triangle. Don't put ASS, put HL. Okay. Now, not every right triangle is HL. Okay. And not every ASS is HL. So again, it has to be angle, side, side, and right. That's HL. So ABC matches what when you flip it over here? DFE. Okay. Now, does everyone have this top part? Okay. Now here's the rules. Here's the 2 no-nos. No-nos. All right. So here are my little emojis. Okay. You cannot use ASS. Okay. And you cannot use AAA. Okay. When I think of AAA, you might think of a AAA battery, right? See my little green battery emoji, right? And when I think of angle, side, side, that makes me think of donkey, A donkey's booty. All right, so the things you cannot use, SSA or ASS, either way, you cannot write it, you cannot say it, okay? And then, of course, you cannot use AAA. If you have three of the same angles, angle, 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 they could be two triangles that are bigger or smaller and still have the same angles. And if they're bigger or smaller, they're not the same size, same shape. They're not congruent. All right, so the way I say this is no booty word and no battery words, okay? So nothing that spells that bad A word and nothing that has AAA, okay? Those are the two you can't use. Sound good? We're going to do the practice at the bottom, and then I'm going to give you the assignment. All right, y'all ready? What? It's funny? All right, practice. Here we go. Here's something brand new. Look. Y'all remember when we had parallel lines cut by a transversal? Remember we had all those different angle relationships? Maybe put her to sleep. Why are you sleeping on? That or she hates me. That's probably what it is. Dang it. All right. So look, parallel lines. How do I know these are parallel? See that little arrowhead? That's how you know they're parallel. So not everything, but only if you see those little arrowheads, you can label what we call alternate interior angles. Here's how you draw it. Ready? Does that ring a bell from unit 2 or 3, whatever we did? Okay. Parallel lines cut by a transversal. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay. So what else can we label? Let me make it down. So look, they make an X. When you see an X, what do you call those angles that are across from each other? Vertical angles, all right? And if they're vertical, they're congruent. We learned this yesterday. You on the phone? Oh. Yeah, you are. You were. I saw the little hang up button on there. Not anymore. All right, so check it out. These are called vertical angles. Put an arc here and an arc here, okay? Everybody, do this. Oh my gosh. So what is this? What? What is this? Is this an angle or a side? Angle? What is this? Angle? Angle, angle, side. All right, so angle, angle, side. Now I will tell you, you could label these angles as alternate interior also, but all I need are 3 things. That's all I need, okay? Sometimes you can have too much information, might mess you up. Number 2, they're touching. So when they're touching, what do I put when they touch? Tick marks, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna put 2 ticks here because they're touching. And then because I see that right angle here, I'm gonna put a right angle here. Now, what are these things in order? Side, angle, side. All right. It's a side, then an angle, then a side. Tick mark, arc, tick mark. SAS. Number 3, they're touching. I can put a tick mark where they touch, right? And like we said earlier, you could put alternate interior angles. You see the arrowheads? Like you could label those, but you don't really need to because you already got 3 things. What are these 3 things here? Side, angle, side again. What about number 4? When they're touching, put a tick mark where they're touching. So what are these 3 things? Arc, arc, tick is angle, angle, side. Okay? Angle, angle, side. Number 5. Now, number 5, you could label where they touch, but you actually don't need to because you can already see 3 things. What are these 3 things? Side, angle, side. Number 6, they're touching. Put tick marks there where they're touching. What is this? SSS. 7 is touching. Put a tick mark there. What are these 3 things? What are the 3 things first? This is a angle, side, side. So I'm going to write, oh, maybe, right? So again, angle, side, side, or SSA, can't write it. Is it a special one? Is it right? Is it a right triangle? That's why you put HL. You have to check if it's right. And it is right. Okay. So yeah, HL is correct. And then 8, last one. What are these 3 things? No. But no, not to that either. What are the 3 things? Angle, angle, angle. There's just 3 angles labeled, right? We said no battery, no AAA. Okay. So if it's nothing, if you have nothing, you put none. Okay. It does say that in the instructions here. So I know you would have thought it's AAA, but AAA is not okay. So you put none. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pass out this assignment. Okay. How many of y'all think 14 is too much? Good, because it's 28. It's actually 14 on each side. So here we go.